everybody, and happy Wednesday. If you're here with me in the Discord or in the YouTube chat or in the X chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have July Peppers, Mike, Ron's Funk, TW, Ferrari, Phil, Plum, Tingles, Redbird, National, SW, Luna, Cincinnati, Patrick, G-Lines, Ron's Funk, more NV1. Good morning to you, Mike Trader Page, Rips Mod to Moki, Sean Duncan, Dub G Trader, Justin, Piggy Onion, Vexo, Paul Yoon, Jason B, Ray Williams, Jose Cuervo, Trade to Win Now, Cheesehead, B4L, Talk Stocks, Finance Media, Eagle Eyes, Alexander, Steve, Justin, Angel, NLV, Merrill, Dip, Scuba, Steve, L, Jess, Trader, 555, Work It, Romulus. Good morning to you all. Sunrise Driver, Reggie, Project Dolphin, Danny. What up? What's happening? A lot of activity this morning. A lot of room for activities here. Had this drop and then this big B-shaped recovery. Longs kept trying to battle it back. Pretty crazy stuff. Did anybody trade any of this price action here? What's up, Amateur Genius? Lulu, Cyrus. Caught the PD high short. Yeah, I could see that. I could see you doing that, SW. Let me see. There she is. Oh, did you trade NQ, SW? Did you trade NQ? Dang, look at you. Trading that NQ. You wild man, you. Justin is up 800 on 4 accounts. Long 5 M&Q at 260. Nice, 260 down there. Right there, huh? Very nice. Yeah, a bunch of people thought this was a good long. This was a good long. This is a good long. I mean, this was the best long, obviously. I was writing the memo. I was just watching the price action. I didn't really want to trade all that much this morning, but yeah, I did catch a little bit in the Percy. Maybe $4,500. That was the only trade I took, believe it or not. I missed everything except for that little. I wanted that liquidity grab because I saw all the orders in the book and I said, that's easy. That's my setup. So I took that. Good for $4,500. Imagine if we caught that. If that's $4,500, woo! That'd be like 200 grand. Anyway, that was all we traded today. That's it. Just a little snack. A little snackacito. That was it. Probably trade some props today. We got TPT accounts to trade. We got Apex accounts to trade. Just so hard to trade these props when you got Percy Jackson, you know? What's up there? Buy it, trade it. How you doing? Bunch long now at 59.15 just now. Good luck to you, buddy. Hope all your dreams come true with that one. Yeah, the level that I'd want to see tagged for the next, if we break yearly open, would be 735 halves. I don't know when we'd get there, but that would be the one I'd be looking for. I doubt we get there today, but hey, anything could happen. You know, there's no news today. There is no news at all. There's Fed speakers. Even the first one comes on in 3 minutes here. Or are they at 9:10? Let me see. Yeah, they're not until 9:10. I don't have, when is, what's his face on? It's not Waller. Who's the other dude that's on? I can't remember. Let's see. See if he shows up in this calendar here. That was Waller. Waller already spoke though. Yeah, the next person we have is Jefferson. I don't know why they said they had. And when I was listening to one of the squawks, they're talking about Waller coming on, but he was way back then. He was like a few hours ago, so. Yeah, the next one is Mr. Jefferson at 9:10 a.m. Eastern time. Daily after the bell. I think Daily's super late. Isn't Daily? Yeah, Daily is like, oh, you mean like after that bell? I thought you meant like after the opening bell. Yeah, correct. I got you. Data for the day is Bears the Bills Super Bowl trophy game. You know what? They'll get it. They'll catch their stride soon. They'll get there. I mean, dude, when they had, who was it? Andre Rison, Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas. That was pretty much their best team ever. That was it. After that, the dynasty was over. That was their best chance. I mean, if you can't pull it together with that squad, bruh. Oh yeah, Bruce too. I forgot. Bruce Smith. Thuggy thuggin'. Dude. If you can't win with that squad, if you can't put rings on your fingers with that squad, come on, dog. That was like the dream team right there. If I was going to put together his team in the 90s or the 80s? It had to be the 90s, right? If I was going to put it together a team in the 90s, that would be it right there. Who was the dude, I'm leaving one out. Andre Rison, Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Bruce Smith. There was one other star player on that roster. Golly, that was a long time. Oh yeah, thank you, Andre Reed, my man. Yes, that was a squad, dude. Andre Reed. Why am I saying Andre Rison? Sorry, Andre Reed. My bad. Reed, Rison, you know. My bad. Jim Kelly to Andre Reed. There was one more, like a fullback or who was now I'm getting it all mixed up. Yeah, anyway. That was a long time ago. How many years ago? 30 years ago, my God. I feel like football was way better back then. People used to crack skulls. I don't know. I feel like football was way better back in the 90s. NFL was way better. Yeah, Andre Rison was on the Falcons. That's right. Dirty Birds. Yeah, I feel like American football was way better back in the 90s. I mean, that was the era of what? Like Joe Montana. Freaking Jerry Rice, Dwight Clark. Dwight Clark was more of the late 80s, but there was just, I don't know, it was just better back then. Dan Marino. Oh man. Dan Marino, good times. I don't know, man. I feel like football got, I don't know if boring's the right word. It just feels off. Something feels off. Feels like it's like scripted or something. I swear. Something just feels off. I think the players are more interested in their social media appearance versus like how they are on the field. I think that's probably what it has to do with, right? They can be stars off the field, so they don't really care as much. Whereas like back in the 90s, like their field was the stage and the only stage they had. You know? I don't know, something along those lines. It just feels like the magic is lost in the NFL. NBA too, I hate to say it, NBA as well. The LeBron era ain't it for me. I know. Just, it ain't it. Grew up with Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird. Like those are the real GOATs. And then of course Kobe, come on. I don't know. NBA, unwatchable for me now. NFL, just Super Bowl here and there. It's just not that fun to watch anymore. I don't know. Yeah, hockey's great, by the way. Hockey is great. VGK all the way, baby. it's just not interesting anymore. There's like, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just getting older. I don't know. It just feels like it's off now. I liked it a lot more back then. The rivalries, everything. It just seemed more exciting. I don't know. Maybe it was like less explored and now we've explored it too much. I don't know. It's you, not the sport? Yeah, maybe. Could be right. Who knows? Who really knows, you know? I don't know. Well, the market is going to be going sideways here. Dude, wrestling? Yeah. Back with the WWF before they claimed that for the wildlife, World Wildlife Fund or Freedom or whatever the F stood for. NFL where you get paid to hit somebody, but not too hard. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel like they're just there to get their check. It's more about the money rather than being a great. Tennis is still good. Tennis is still great to watch. Djokovic. Ooh-wee. Nadal isn't as exciting as he used to be. He's an amazing, amazing player, but he hasn't had like any. It's been a few years, couple years, since he's been really fun to watch. But Nadal, dude, I was watching Nadal back when he was like 15 years old, snorting lines of clay before he got on the courts. Did I go to WrestleMania this year? I was at the Fountain Blue when a bunch of wrestlers were there, and a bunch of people were like chasing these wrestlers around. My wife and I were walking next to this Carmelo person. I've never seen him in my life. Dude was tiny. He was small. Tiny dude. Expected a wrestler to be a monster, but he was tiny. Yeah, Nadal was dope back in the day, I swear. Like, when he was an up-and-comer, he was so cool. And he just took a bunch of steroids. Anybody realize, like, how many steroids that guy took? His hair started falling out. He got, like, super beefy. I feel like the steroids kind of ruined the magic for him. You know? I doubt he's admitted to taking steroids, but, I mean, it's pretty clear. Dude got super beefy and all of his hair started falling out. Take a look at the gold. Okay. We could do that. Is it barreling? Straight down? Yeah. Barreling straight to the downside. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, though. When you have equities up, things like precious metals will go down. Price action annoying. My TP is right above 59.18. Caught in this traffic. Yeah, it's annoying. When you don't have 8:30 news, market's just going to drift around here. Most real players are going to be waiting until the open to take any true size. I mean, we had this big old draw of liquidity to the north side here. Knock it out the previous day high, previous 4-hour high, you know. That makes a lot of sense, but afterwards, you know, you have people that are going to be selling their longs and potentially going short, but there's too much disagreement right now in the price that I think we'll get a congruent move. Probably bottom of the hour, top of the hour open. What broker do I use? I use EdgeClear as my introducing broker, and my FCM is Dorman. But I'll tell you, you know, brokers don't really matter unless you're trading bigger size or you have a bigger account. That's really when brokers are going to matter. Any broker you choose, as long as, I mean, if you're trading futures, you're not trading CFDs. Future brokers have to go through a mess of regulations to be able to be IBs or just whatever the case, you know? So whoever you choose, like AMP is self-clearing, I believe. They're their own FCM, but whichever broker you choose, Trade Evade, AMP, EdgeClear, you'll be fine. It's not the broker, it's your trading that's gonna matter. As long as you have fair commissions, you know, you'll be fine, whatever broker you use. Webull futures, you know, when you're talking about like Schwab or Webull or E-Trade, you're probably going to be paying way too much. If you're wanting to trade with a broker, first of all, just stop. Don't. Trade on props. Get 9 to 12 months of consistent profitability before you start thinking about trading your own money. Problem with trading your own money is that you're probably going to lose it. You don't have the prop rules to get in the way. Those are going to help you, believe it or not. So unless you have 9 to 12 months of consistent profitability in props, you shouldn't even think about trading your own money. But hey, don't listen to me. Go do it. See what happens. How do you start? Well, that's easy. You choose one of the props that is listed in the description of this video. Apex, TPT, My Funded Futures, Tradeify, all very good options at a very low price. I think that any of them, as long as they fit your budget, are going to be great. And the thing about using props is that you're able to trade in the real markets, albeit it's on a paper account, but you get rewarded if you do well. I traded Tradeify accounts for 20 trading days, took out $30,000 worth of payouts. Anything is possible with these props. You got Apex people taking millions of dollars out. So, there you go. Prop firm rules handicap you. I disagree. They teach you better risk management. And they teach you how to be a better loser, believe it or not. But I always say this, if you feel that prop firm rules are handicapping you, go ahead and trade your own money and then come back in 30 days when you've lost it all and say, you were right. That was stupid. And then you think about how many challenge accounts you could have bought with that money. It's extraordinary, the difference. Hey, Rips, I passed 50K PA, active and up. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the juice right here. They can come back here and tell us how it was to get their cheeks clapped. That is correct. Here's the deal. If you have not shown 9 to 12 months of consistent profitability in props, and you go to a brokerage account and you decide to trade your own money, what's going to happen is that your cheeks will catch a standing ovation. I promise you that. Your cheeks, specifically, will catch a full-blown standing ovation. And I'm not talking about like a 30-second standing ovation. I'm talking about a 5-minute standing ovation. To say your cheeks are going to get clapped is such an understatement. I'm talking about a full 5-minute standing ovation. And I'm talking the big palm claps. Orson Welles style. Like that. Not one of these little... That's not a standing ovation, baby. Like that. For 5 minutes straight. They come back and say, hey, that's why he said not to trade on a brokerage account. Like Metallica just played Enter the Sand. It's not Enter the Sandman. It's Enter Sandman. Come on. Enter the Sand. That's good. Tato says, morning, Rips. Were you live yesterday? YouTube has not notified me when you go online anymore. Well, write a letter to your congressman demanding that notifications work on YouTube. I was not live yesterday. I took a day to myself. I wanted to be locked in, trading my own money, which I did, and it was nice. I made $16,000 and change, trading my own personal account. It was nice to have a day off, believe it or not. It was nice. Monday was not a good day for me. I ended up losing $70,000, but we're on the mend. We're on the way back. The thing that makes it okay for me was that it was a big day and I was swinging for the fences. I was trading an enormous size in that market. And sometimes if you're on the wrong side when you're trading enormous size, you will pay the price. But I did have my biggest trade in the account, believe it or not, still ended up down $70,000. Did have the biggest trade in that account. But, it's just a day. It was what I wanted to do that day. It was the risk I felt putting on. And sometimes you pay the price for that. But pure profit, still up on the month. I was okay with it. And I appreciate everybody giving me a nice day off away from streaming. Because believe it or not, streaming is a very demanding activity. $70K on my personal. Let me show you the tweet. It's interesting being on social media. You still have people that are only on YouTube, only on Twitter, or only on Instagram. Here it was. Where's the thing here? There it was. 70,000, but still was up on the month. And then yesterday we made 16,000 yesterday. So back in the saddle again, back at it. And then, like I said, today we are currently up $4,500. So there we go. Very happy about the performance in this account. We're bound to have a big losing day if we are swinging for the fences. So perfectly fine, perfectly okay with that. That's nothing since you had a 300K pot over the weekend. That's probably what caused it. I'm not even kidding. I mean, it was Monday and I'm coming off of a huge poker weekend, which, by the way, Dakota was there. He got to see high stakes. It was a lot of fun. He was really enjoying it. But I had a massive, massive hand, which was a big cooler for the other guy. But it's okay. He's a billionaire. He was doing his best job at redistributing his wealth to the less fortunate. Right here. I've played with him before, and he is a joy to play with. He's a fantastic person to play with. Hey Rips, on TPT, does leaving extra money past your buffer after you withdraw act as extra drawdown for trading in general, or how does it go about? If you're talking about if you're in your Pro Plus account or your Pro account, yeah, that will count towards. I mean, it's a daily loss limit, so. Where can I watch it? It was not televised. It's a private game at the Bellagio, Bobby's room. So. Hey Rips, did you have a long bias because of the tariff pause news on Monday? I did, and I got clapped. Yeah, I was just, longing, shorting, and, tricky tape. But eventually got on the right side of a big move. I longed 75 contracts at 700, and that was, wow, that was a trade. That was an extraordinary trade. 75 contracts is quite a bit. You don't really realize how big it is until it starts moving. You go, wow, I wish I could do this more often. But yeah, it was a fun day. It was a fun day. I'll tell you, if I didn't play high stakes poker, I probably would not be able to trade that big of size. You just have to kind of ignore the amount of money, Here's those buyers are waiting for it to show up. Kind of no-brainer along at 59.15. Congrats to you there, Richard Harris. Way to go. Thanks for calling that out, too. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Just cruised from Miami to Portugal. The Starlink Wi-Fi is fast, even in the middle of the ocean. Trader, take notes. Nice. Yeah, my buddy just flew to Hawaii, I think on Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember when. He just flew to Hawaii, and Hawaiian Airlines now has Starlink aboard, and he had a 300 megabit downstream. Very fast. Very, very fast. Can't even imagine I frequently have 3 lots on. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be successful in this business, like, you can be successful at different levels in this business. Let's be honest, right? There's plenty of people out there who want to trade to get to the level where they can consistently make a few $100s a day on average. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's people who are very much not comfortable with risk. Those people are going to have a tougher time succeeding in trading. The people who embrace risk are the ones, I think, who succeed the most in the trading game, because when you put on a trade, you're never going to know what the outcome of that trade is until the trade is closed. And for a lot of people, they're looking for a guarantee. That's why a lot of people fail at trading. They want to put on a trade and they want to feel like, this is going to work for sure, right? They'll put on a 1 lot, it starts going against them, they'll freak out. And that's fine. It's different people, right? different people out there. It's totally fine. But I think the people who will be the most extraordinary traders out there are the ones who thrive in a risky environment. That's why I think a lot of poker players do well with trading and a lot of traders do well with playing poker. I think back to like one of the bigger pots that I played recently where you had to put on a lot of risk. I mean, we got time. I could tell the story, right? I could tell the story about that. And I could tell you a story about the hand that I had on, what is that, Friday night? I was playing, this is probably back in November, somewhere in November 2024. Sometime around that. I remember it was right around Thanksgiving. I was sitting with an effective stack of, let's just say, about $400,000. And we were playing the stand-up game, which induces quite a bit of action. And if you lose the stand-up game, you owe every single player $500, which is not that big of a deal, right? You're playing 9-handed, it's $4,500. Well, minus yourself, $4,000 is what you have to pay out. Not a big deal, but it makes a lot of action for some reason. People just don't want to pay that $4,000 fee if they lose. The last man standing is the one who loses. So we're playing stand-up game. I have an effective stack about $400,000. I have something like, I don't know, ace 7 suited. And let's just say I have ace 7 of clubs. I raise probably, I don't know, $3,000 pre-flop, get a couple callers, and then one of the game runners who's 3 spots behind me to my left. So he's he's playing behind me. He's behind me. So he's going to be last to act in the hand always. I think he's one off the button. He 3-bets it to $12,000. And then there's 2 callers in front of me. Again, this stand-up game increases the action quite a bit. And I end up just flatting. So there's probably about, $50,000, $60,000 in the pot just going straight to the flop. The flop comes out. I have ace 7 of clubs. Flop comes out 2 of clubs, jack of diamonds, 9 of hearts. So it's a rainbow flop, but I got backdoor flush draws. I have ace 7 of clubs. Basically, I flop nothing, but I'm trying to convince myself that I still have a very strong hand. Remember, I'm playing about 400,000 effectively. Maybe 350. So that flop comes out and I check. A player bets $10,000 to my left. And then the game runner makes it about 30,000. So he raises that player. And I decide at this moment that I spotted a little bit of weakness, a little touch of weakness that might be exploitable, and we're playing very deep. The person who raised the 30,000 probably has about 300 grand behind, 250 grand behind, something like that. We're playing very deep. This is a 100-200 game. So, comes back to me. It's 30,000 to go. I flat. Player behind me, who originally opened for 10K, folds. There's a whole lot of money in this pot at this point. The turn comes out, and it is like a queen of hearts. And I have ace 7 of clubs. I was hoping that we'd get a club on the turn, at least something. I had some backdoor outs or something like that. I have no pair. I have no flush draw. I have no straight draw. I have as close to nothing as you can possibly get. Have you ever played with Mickey Mace? No, I don't make I don't really play with fraudulent fakers on YouTube that lie about their entire life. No, I don't make a habit of doing that. So I check, hoping that he's going to bet and seeing if I can see any weakness. So I check. And he reaches for flags. Flags are $5,000 chips. Flags are. These are flags. $5,000 chips. He reaches for a stack of them. Remember, it's deuce of clubs, 9 of hearts, jack of diamonds, queen of hearts. 10 king now makes us straight, which could be a little bit threatening. And I'm thinking about what hands I can represent. I can represent pocket 9s, pocket deuces. I have ace 7 of clubs. So he starts reaching for flags, and I notice right away, I pick up a live tell that he is extremely weak, and I have to make a very quick decision here. I have to make a very, very quick decision, an extremely quick decision. So he's reaching for chips. He crosses the line. He starts cutting out, and he cuts out $70,000. $70,000 is what he cuts out. And the moment that his hand pulls back from cutting out those checks, his hand crosses back over the line. Immediately, I look at the dealer and say, all in. He grabs his cards almost immediately and throws them into the muck. Wow. So, why do I bring up this story? You need to learn how to be comfortable with putting on risk. If there is a time, I had ace 7 of clubs. I had absolutely nothing. I had ace high. If there is a time where you can spot weakness and you can exploit weakness, you need to take advantage of that. Now, keep in mind, if I stop and think about what I'm jamming, he calls, we're talking about a nearly $600,000 pot. That's a small condo in Miami. Right? If you stop to think about this and you start to talk to yourself and you say, I have absolutely nothing. If this guy calls, I'm going to lose a small condo in Miami. But you can't think that way. You have to simply think about the decision at hand, which is why it's like when I was trading on Monday, I lost a lot, but I took trades that I saw were fitting and I traded a lot of size. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I didn't make any decisions that I thought were bad decisions. I made what I thought were very good trades. When I longed 75 contracts at 700, that was the best trade I've made on the account. It was a very, very nice trade. If I would have sat there and been like, I'm so beaten down right now, I'm in the hole X amount of dollars, I'm worn out. No, I saw an opportunity. I took it. We sharply reversed at those 700s. If you don't remember, it was this reversal way down here. This reversal down at 700s. This sharp reversal and getting long there. Very good trade. Anyway, if you get comfortable with putting on risk, you will become a better trader. Full stop. You want to be an entrepreneur? You have to put on risk. You want to be successful in life? You have to put on risk. The people who sit there and wait for safe guarantees in life, sure, you'll be fine, but you'll never be a great. You will live a life of mediocrity and be quite mundane unless you win the lottery or you discover you have a really rich uncle that wrote you into their will. Doesn't work any other way. If you want to be truly highly successful at life, it requires that you put on risks and you do what other people, other normies, are not willing to do. And yes, I saw the question, did I show my hand? It was the stand-up game and I had to show the hand. He had a pair of queens. He had ace queen. He turned a queen and he folded. He said he put me on a set. We're good friends. We talked afterwards. But after that, he took a walk away from the table for about 3 hours. It was very, I mean, you imagine that. Somebody's trying to hand you basically $300,000 and you just say, I can't take that. So it was, it'll get the blood pumping for sure. And obviously he could have easily called, but I thought I spotted weakness. I took advantage of the weakness and I exploited it. And it worked out in my favor. 300,000. How do you fold AQ on an all-in? The set would have bet for value. Well, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm a pretty dynamic player. I've actually, I caught some people off guard with that. I'm thinking back to a hand now that you said that. I was against Lingland, and we were playing probably 200,000 or 300,000 behind, and the flop was 9-10x. I bet, she raised, and I jammed, and she snap called with a set of nines. Do you know what I turned over? Oh, buddy, I turned over a set of tens. So just because your opponent is jamming doesn't mean, and I think I told that hand on air here before, but just because you're jamming doesn't mean that You don't slow play everything. And you'll see come July when they finally release this episode against me and Garrett Adelstein, you'll see how I play a certain hand there too. And maybe I win, maybe I lose. We'll have to find out. But just because somebody's jamming doesn't mean that they don't have anything. Poker's a very dynamic game. The more dynamic a player you are, the harder you are to figure out. I make the same play with bluffs. Sometimes I get called out. I make the same play with the nuts. Sometimes I get called out. So. Prop Firms for Keep says, do you have any videos we can watch? Why are we waiting? Because they haven't released it yet. The season doesn't release until July. And unfortunately, I don't own Poker Go, so I cannot release that broadcast early. But I have tons of poker shorts on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel. If you search Rips Poker, it'll pop up a bunch of, you can watch the live broadcast of WPT. It's all out there. I had a hand that went viral with Phil Hellmuth. That was a very small pot. It was only like 30 grand or something like that, but people like to watch those types of hands. What are your thoughts on Adelstein? Do you give him his flowers as one of the best cash game greats? Yes, but I was able to, well, I can't talk about it. I'm literally unable to tell you the results of the hand or the hand in general. I literally am unallowed to speak about it. If I went and talked about it and I told you about the hand, they would never have me on any of these poker shows ever again. So unfortunately, I'm unable to talk about it, but I will say that Adelstein is a very kind person, very nice person, and I enjoyed playing against him. Great short for the previous 4-hour high. Yeah, it looks like it just capped off that again there. Is it September yet, the meetup? Can we have a pre-meet? Thoughts? Probably not. Probably just have to wait for September. Although Dakota did fly out to Vegas and played some poker. It was nice to see him. Took him to dinner. He was there. I don't think he watched the 300K pot. Or maybe he did. I can't remember. He watched a few pots. He was there for a little bit. So gold rips, gold. Let me guess, it's going straight down. Wow. I'm not a gold trader, so nothing I can do about that. I don't even know what it's worth per tick. That's how little I trade gold. I did not post the specifics of the September meetup yet. One of the prop sponsors wants to wait until next year, so I'm going to see if there's another prop sponsor that wants to help out with the event. Post your 300K pot on his Twitter. Very nice. Very nice. All right, folks, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll just have this chart up for you folks right there. Be right back. And we are back. Oh my goodness, market's still going down. Going down.
From downtown.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, set over set is the worst one on the wrong side of it. Yeah. Or if you have like two pair and your opponent doesn't have enough to fold and they have a set, oof. That is the worst. Rizmod, does the stream keep buffering? I saw their streams, they don't. Can you confirm? What's going on? Maybe it's your bitrate quality? Is anybody else having issues with the stream? Okay, no issues. All right. Good to know. We got 15 minutes now until the top of the hour. This market is still coming back down to earth here. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens off this open. Got my new Whoop yesterday. This is the Whoop MG. Thing is dope. Been wearing it for less than 24 hours, but I see something here. 95% battery. It's supposed to have a 2-week battery. I really want to see if it can last the full 2 weeks. I have my old Whoop, if anybody wants that. But I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, just buy the, if you buy like a year's worth, then you get the free device. Thing is awesome. Love this thing. When am I coming out to the Hustler? I mean, we're supposed to. Marcus, my buddy out here, Marcus Gonsalves, great poker player, good friend of mine. Ryan Feldman's been asking me to play Hustler for a long time. I love Ryan Feldman, by the way. He's such a good guy. Very, very nice guy. He's been asking me to play Hustler. I was really on the fence about playing the $1 Million Game, but I just don't, I'd like, if I lost $2 million or something, I just would not feel great about that and flying back home. Vegas, it's not so bad. Just drive home. But I don't know. But they want me to play one of the other games, 100, 200, or 200, 400, or maybe even like a 25, 50, 100. I just don't want to play a game with $25 chips. I'd rather play 100, 200. So we'll see. Potentially sometime in the near future. I still need to get my real ID. I cannot even board a flight right now because I don't have my real ID or passport. So I got to figure that out. The DMV is booked all the way to like the end of June now. And they started this stupid restriction May 7th. I had no idea about this restriction. Yeah, I could fly private, but it's kind of a waste of like 15 grand when like a regular JSX would be like, I don't know, like $1,000. It's a 45-minute flight. I mean, it's really just kind of like, not trying to like blow $15,000 on nothing. Lots of friends still flying with normal IDs. I mean, I got the restriction when I was trying to book a plane ticket out to Florida. It said, you got to have the real ID thing. So what is clear? I don't know what clear is. JSX is amazing. I used to fly JSX when they were Jet Suite. And they were great back then. I don't think I've been on the actual JSX, but all my friends use it. They say it's great. Yeah, May 7th is when it went into effect. So stupid. If you have a global entry or passport, I don't have a passport. My passport expired like a few months ago. So I literally have nothing. So it's kind of annoying. And I don't really want to go to the DMV again. I went to the DMV when I moved out here. It's just like a process. Basically, you have to skip lines at the airport, ballparks, etc. Never heard of it. Never heard of Clear. It's the first time. With Amex? Oh, is it, I thought it was called something else. Anyway. Yeah, I gotta figure out the easiest way to get the real ID. I don't know why I didn't get a real ID when I first moved here. I don't understand like why I didn't. Isn't just like a box you have to check? Like, what is the process of getting a real ID? Like, why didn't I get it when I first moved here? That's what I don't understand. It's a box you check. So why didn't I check the dang box? What was the reason why I wouldn't check a box that gave me benefits? Yeah, mine says not for real ID purposes. Just a box to check. I wonder why I didn't check the box. Need more proof of ID? Like what? Oh, maybe I needed like my passport for it or something? And my passport was expired? Ah, that's what it was. So I didn't have my passport, a valid passport. That's probably what it was. You have to show documents. Okay, all right. Yeah, the whole thing's annoying. It's like, dude, God, like, why does it just have to be so much nonsense and paperwork that I have to go through? Facial recognition. All right, we are coming close. 10 minutes to the top of the hour here. 10 minutes, and then we can see if there's any setups to trade. This hasn't been a nice pull down. I didn't catch any of it. Have to show birth certificate. I gotta find that thing too. Why do they want all this old crap? Can't I just show them like social security card or something? Seems like a whole bunch of nonsense. Probably easier for me to just get a passport, right? Not to go conspiracy theory, but I personally am not doing the real ID unless they make me. I'll use my passport. But I mean, what is real ID that normal? Like, what is the difference? Just a label on your license, right? What is the drawback of having real ID? What do they have on you that they wouldn't have on you otherwise? That's what I want to know. It's not like they take a blood sample from you or something. You know what I'm saying? What are they going to have on you that they don't already have on you? ID has a chip inside. Oh, oh no. So does your credit card. I mean, what am I missing here? What are they going to have on you and that they're going to come after you? Yeah, it's the same as your current driver's license. But why are people like, I'm never gonna get that? They're not gonna get me on that. Like what? What are they getting you on? They draw a little pretty star on your license? Ah, that's how they got you. Yeah, I mean, the people who are paranoid, like they got a chip in your ID, and they're like, hold on a second, I gotta text back my mom. You want to talk about a tracking device there, buddy? Maybe the thing with the microphone on the camera on it, maybe that thing that could be activated by any government agency at any single time could be listening to you, watching you sleep. Maybe that's what you should be worried about. But nah, probably the gold star in the corner of your ID. That's probably what you should be more worried about. Come on. I'm never getting that ID. Hold on a second, my mom's texting me. Come on, dude. Come on. Crazy people. I need to get the gold star. That's what I need. Figured that out. I don't know why I didn't get that thing when I first moved here. It's pretty stupid. We are still doing nothing in this market. 5 minutes now, 5 minutes, 30 seconds till we get to the top of the hour, and then we can see what's what. Evelyn says, I got my real ID when the passport expired, was cheaper and did not need to travel outside of USA. There you go. Yeah, I probably just need to make a DMV appointment, but got to find like a birth certificate and all that. You know your passport has an RFID chip in it. Folks that are saying, use your passport, but not the real ID. Passport has a RFID chip in it now. What do I do with a fake ID? I mean, probably just throw it away. Get rid of it. Don't want that. Very sideways picture right now in the market. Amazon sideways, Google, Microsoft, Apple. You folks hear that little jab at Tim Cook yesterday when Trump was speaking Saudi Arabia? He was like, hey, Jensen's here. I don't see Tim Cook. Trump's the greatest. So funny. Trading the open with us? Sure. Why not? What else I gotta do? I can trade Apex or TPT. What do you want to do? Do whatever you want. Can do anything you want. All of them? I don't know if there's going to be enough setups for that. We're back into this volume shelf right now. It's like 335 down to 300. So full port Apex. What have you folks been trading this week? Who are you trading with? TPT, Apex, Tradeify, Top Step Line, Top 7 Tradeify. Minus 900 on my Apex PA today. Lock it down. What's the quickest way to make 100K from scratch? Sell drugs. Sell drugs. Commit fraud. Rob a bank. That is the quickest way. I mean, you asked. I'm telling you, that's the quickest way. You didn't say legally. But there's no quick way to make $100,000. There's no quick way. If you want to make money, it's going to take a tremendous amount of work because essentially you have to do what other people are not willing to do. Go work on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean. Not many people want to do that. Clean windows in a skyscraper. Climb enormous electronics poles that are hundreds of meters in the sky. Do things that people don't want to do. That makes people uncomfortable. Become a trader. Learn how to put on risk. By the way, don't take any of my advice. Don't go committing any crimes. I'm just kidding. Please, God, do not commit crimes. It's a stupid thing to do. Stupid. You know what? They don't really have any smart criminals. My wife and I will be watching those shows, and my wife will always make some quip like, if I did that, I would have done X, Y, and Z. And I say, honey, that's why you're not a criminal. You're too smart to be a criminal. Criminals are stupid people. That's why they're always getting caught. They're retards. But there's no quick and easy way to make $100,000. Too late, took your advice. Well, I'm not going to come bail you out, buddy. Oh my God, look at gold go. Again, I have no idea what that's even worth. What is this? Like from here to here, what does that equate to? I don't even know. Like how much money is it on One contract, like as it's looks like it's pips or ticks or 10 cents. What's one tick in gold? $1 equals $200. Wait, hold on. What? Oh. So it's 20 bucks a tick. Oh no, 10 bucks a tick. 10. Okay. TW confused me. Okay. So, 10 bucks. Oh, what could I trade that for? I never trade gold. This would just be so outrageously irresponsible. What's the liquidity look like in gold? Hold on. I don't even have Bookmap set up for gold. You crazy people. Where's my thing? GC, let's see. Why don't I have full market depth? Maybe, I bet you I don't even, yeah. I don't, was it NYMEX or COMEX? I forget. I think it's the COMEX. It's gold. I would never trade micros. No chance. Oh, look. Even just the thought of me shorting it made it go back up. You're welcome. No, I'm not going to touch that crap. Sorry. I would not trade an instrument that I'm not familiar with, especially with real money. Oh, let's see. $10 move is 1K? So what is this moving? That moved like 12 bucks. Well, that's wild, isn't it? I have a long set of 59.17, but I'm gonna skip it. I think we'll get 2 legs down. Good luck. 10 toes down, baby. Top of the hour came and went. We're just chopping around here. Got about 28 minutes till the open. These things have a ton of caffeine in them. These bad doggers right here. This is 270 milligrams. Oh my. Serve me up another one. I ain't driving. Delicious. Ooh wee. Gold is $1 per tick. Our 207 milligrams and 1 drink allowed. You know, I live in freedom land. We can do whatever we want around these parts. This is the cracked out version of Celsius. This is the big dog. The big one. This is the one that gets you all jacked up. Me, it makes me yawn. Ribs is gonna be pinging like a squirrel on cocaine. I've never seen a squirrel do a line of cocaine. In all my years. It's one thing I guess I have never seen. I always over leverage after drinking too stuff. That sounds like a personal problem. I don't know if it's the Celsius. Might just be you. Thanks whoever recommended gold. Is it still going? Oh yeah. Still barreling down. Would have been nice to take it up there. 32.20. What could I have really made? Let's just say I would have traded 50 contracts on it. 32.20, 31.86, 34 points is what? On one contract is $340. Like times 10. Or is it 34? Wait. 34 on one. 3,400. Okay. Times 50 contracts. Would have made 170 grand. Dang. Should have just bucked up and done it. Should have just went for it, man. Could have made 170 G's. Nah, we'll make that today. No problem. Don't worry about it. Yeah, low liquidity. I'm not touching it. I'm not interested. Not my thing. Rather take on the old trusty NQ. Old trusty and dusty. Curran says, you know, if you really wanted to maximize revenue with your socials handle, the financial side could still be selling grips, then you have an only fan called Selling Grips. There's already a Selling Grips out there. It's me. Now, there's a bunch of, dude, I meant to talk about this on Monday, but I was balls deep in trades. There's still people that believe that I run some type of trade copy service or a Bitcoin exchange or something. There's a bunch of fake accounts out there. There's a tremendous amount of fake accounts, and they will reach out to you pretending to be me, and they're going to tell you that, hey, how's your trading been going? Well, I have this amazing opportunity for you. You should be interested in this. I have this specialized broker. You just deposit your money. I only charge 5%. I'm going to manage all your trade. Like, dude, yeah, right. Never, ever, ever, ever do I have a copy trade service. Ever. Never. If you fall for that kind of shit, I'm sorry to say it, but you might be a fucking retard. Straight up. If you really think that I'm going to spend my time setting you up on a brokerage account, buddy, I'm playing poker for $300,000 pots. You think I give a f about your 25 grand? Here's a spoiler alert. Hold on. Here's your 25 grand in a clay chip. This is called a cranberry. This is your 25 grand in a clay chip. I don't give a f about your 25 grand, your 50 grand or anything. I'm never going to have a copy service. I'm never, ever, ever going to trade for you. Ever. And if you fall for that shit, you're kind of retarded. Seriously. Use your brain. Why the would I do that? Somebody messaged me this weekend. They're like, it was so convincing. Dude, what part was convincing? Like, it's not like, oh, this is my secondary account. Oh, I just decided that I wanted to reach out to you because I got nothing better to do. Jesus. Don't lose that chip. Okay, here, hold on. How about if I lose about 300,000 worth? There's about 300 grand right there. Oh, I hope I don't lose those chips. Who cares? Oh, hope I don't lose those. Don't lose that chip. Buddy, I'd cry myself to f***ing sleep if I only had one cranberry. Anyway, let's all make a commitment that we're not going to believe that if somebody's reaching out to you pretending to be me, it's not me. I don't care. I don't have the time. I'm not going to trade for you. I don't have a copy trading service. I don't frickin' care. Okay? I don't care how your frickin' trading has been. I really don't. I promise you. I really don't. I'm not going to just randomly reach out to you. You're not a special snowflake. You're not. You didn't get selected, but this is a special thing I've been doing for you. No, dude, you're just a retard. Like, literally. You believe that? You're actually retarded. Seriously, check your brain. I got a life. I don't spend my time randomly reaching out to people in the DMs. It's crazy though, the amount of people who actually will message me screenshots and they're having like deep conversations with these scammers and they're like, hey man, just wanted to make sure before I sent this wire out that this was actually you. What? What? Yeah, dude, that is totally. Everything you're sending me makes total sense. It's so insane. I got a blue check mark by my name. If you don't reach out to me first, I'm never reaching out to you. Give me a break. Crazy town. People are so gullible. And by the way, these scammers, they're on Discord, they're on Twitter, they're on Instagram, they're on Facebook. There's somebody on Facebook pretending to be me. I don't have a Facebook account. I literally don't have a Facebook account. There's somebody on Facebook that's pretending to be like me. Their name is Selling Ribs. They pretend to be me. It's not me. I don't have a Facebook account, dingus. What's the biggest chip that you've seen? The 100K chips at Aria. That's the biggest one they play poker with, as far as I know. You said you weren't going to mention on this stream. Oh. These scammers are so stupid. I don't know who's more stupid, the scammers or the people who fall for it. I really don't know. Wonder how much these scammers have made by pretending to be you. Who knows, dude? I have no idea. I mean, it's hard for me to feel bad for people that fall for that. Like, literally. Like, what planet are you on? Yes, I have so much free time to just randomly reach out to you and start talking about, oh, how's your trading been going? Oh, you when you do. Chris says, finally, I can watch the stream. For some reason, I can't get your YouTube stream to stay streaming for me. I logged in X and no problems. I can watch other YouTube streams, no worries. It's perplexing. You do have a different codec type. AVC versus VP9. I mean, I'm using HEVC. Some people are incredibly gullible, especially if they're in a tough spot in life. They'll grab on any branch. But I mean, it's just such common sense. Like, why would this guy who's, I mean, I don't want to get angry again. This is just ridiculous to even talk about. I get upset when these people DM me and they're like, this is you, right? It's like, dude, I want to just scream. Like, what is wrong with you? Are you crazy? Yeah, dude. Anyway, we are pulling back up here. Pulling back up. We got about 18 minutes till the market opens. I mean, I've been desperate before. And when I was desperate, I never did stupid things. Let me tell you. I was desperate growing up. I never did stupid shit. Oh, dude. It's people, I have like, in my request box, I have thousands and thousands of messages in my request box that I never see too. So people try to troll me. That usually ends up there. YouTube streams just buffering? That doesn't make any sense. It must be the, I mean, it must be your connection to whatever YouTube server you're closest to. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple people that were saying that the stream is bad for them. You probably are all in the same area of the world that have a bad connection or something. Dude, I heard of some influencer that, like, anyway, whatever. It's just all so stupid. Different codec types are perhaps to blame. I mean, I'm streaming out. Let me see. My stream is going NVENC H264 is my video encoder, the latest one. I don't know why that's happening for you. Ribs, there's no real news today, correct? Nothing. Most traders are going to be digesting yesterday's CPI print, which was far cooler than expected. Way underneath expectations. We are driving into this open here. The same guy scamming is selling them when they're in it. That's funny. Yeah, we are pushing up potentially those 40s again. Open up, market. I want to play. Give me something to play. I kind of want to just do, what could I do? 60 contracts at a time in Apex. That seems wildly irresponsible, but why not, right? Let's do 40. We'll do clips of 2. That makes more sense. Did I see AMD? Well, I'm about to, now that you're talking about it. Ah, amazing. Do they have, no? Ah, share buyback. That's what she was. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. What a beautiful chart. Straight to the moon, baby. Wait, what was that trading at? My buddy is like... That's good. It's still not back to where it was. Let's see the daily on this. Yeah, we're not even close. This thing was much higher. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, we're pushing back into that 42 level. A lot of buyers are really interested in this market. We've been just holding it up here. Like Atlas. Ribs, you should do 500 to 660 contracts on Apex. Well, what's my max? 17 times 20, 340 would be my max. That would be a Gandalf line. That's way back down here. The Gandalf line was like, I think here. Let's see. Where was the Gandalf? Yeah, it was 495. That was it. We shot through that bad dogger. So don't have to worry about that thing anymore. Chat, I need a little help. A lot of you were talking about Apex denying payouts. Is that still happening? Not that I'm aware of. I haven't seen them denying any payouts unless you're breaking the rules. So. YouTube processing, not what you're chucking into OBS. Yeah, I feel like I'm guessing that YouTube is probably beta testing. They do these A/B testing things where they kind of roll out certain features to certain people randomly. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing. They're just checking out different codecs, seeing if it works for people. Obviously, it's not. Made 300K and 14 PAs request payout denied and banned. What was the reason for banning you? It had to be some type of reason. Oh, well, they banned me because, you know, I was originally banned and then I registered under my mom's account. I was using a VPN and I can't believe they denied me. You know? That's the kind of stuff where it's like, I was only using a VPN because I wanted to hide my identity. It's always something like that. Dude, I had people that were like messaging me last year. Like some dude was messaging me. He's like, I got banned, but I'm using my wife's account on Top Step and they banned me. And it's like, okay. Gee, I can't imagine why. And somebody's like, I charged back all of my Combine charges and now they won't pay me out. It's like, I wonder why. They said I hit the minus 30% too many times. No probation, no denial, just deny and ban. Well, hey. It's like me complaining about getting a speeding ticket if I'm doing 200 in the freeway. You know? Why would they give me a speeding ticket? I was only going 140 miles an hour over the limit. What's the big deal? Can't they give me a pass? And break the rules. It's a private company. They can do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? It's up to them. break the rules, it's up to them. They could be like, yeah, you know what? You broke the rules. We think you're too risky for us. Sorry. Still pretty lame. I know, but it's not like, you know, not like they denied you or banned you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any sympathy. I sucks, but you don't follow the rules. You don't follow the rules. Nothing you can do about it. Ain't no thing. I was speeding, not speeding, you see? Nah, it's cool. I'm up 22K on my personal Webull this week, so I'm cool. There you go. I'm happy for you. I'll be right back. 1 second. And we're back. Somebody just posted on Instagram. Shout out to whomever this is. It's on my Instagram story. They're watching me in the back of a car. If you ever post how you're watching the stream, I'll usually repost you. You just have to tag me on Instagram. So many traders have been using VPNs for years. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to reach out to support and be like, hey, I use a VPN. This is it. And if they're not cool with it, then you got to knock it off and trade with a prop firm that's okay with it. Got to follow rules. These are private companies, folks. They can do whatever they want whenever they want. It's like restaurants have the right to deny service to anybody they want. Same thing with prop firms. They can deny you service. So if you're ever questioning you're doing something, they might ban you for it. Don't get too far in the weeds. Just reach out to them and be like, yo, can I do this? I hope my second payout request is not denied again. Why was it denied in the first place? What was the reason why? Had to be something. Had to be some. We are rejecting the magical green line again, of course. We are about 6 minutes here until the open. Yo, Ribs, when I see we're going to smoking a fatty and talk about the stars. Yes, agreed. Any trades so far? Nope. Just on the personal. Nothing on the props. Just on the Percy. Right there. That's it. $4,500 on the Percy. That's all we done. Try to take out any of the profits you previously requested that got denied, you would get denied again. Interesting. Google Pixel 9 has built-in VPN provided by Google. Curious if now I will get banned since it's on by default. Probably not. I would just reach out to support. Simple. What are your thoughts on TickBlaze? Nothing, because I've never heard of it. Only stuff I use is Bookmap and TradingView. That's it. That's all I use. It's like some Pink Floyd music here. What is going on? You know what we need? We need some smooth jazz or something. Acoustic? There we go. That's relaxing. We are now 5 minutes until the open. 5 minutes. 5 minutos. Until we can trade this open together. Market's been pretty back and forth, pretty choppy. Pretty choppy stuff. Do I have any in-depth videos describing how to use Bookmap? There's one, but you're best just watching YouTube. Bookmap's free YouTube channel, seeing how they describe things. I don't agree with 90% of the stuff that they describe things, but it is what it is. That's what I would recommend. That's what I'd say. Forgot to mention my good news. My accounts were reactivated after prop firm conducted a live interview. They thought I was using a VPN. I just added a desktop, and before was only using a laptop. There you go. Nice. That's nice. That's very nice. So what do we think, folks? You think we're going to break down today? We're going to roll? We're going to have a choppy day? We're going to have a sideways day? What's going to happen in today's market? Who here without any following has received a payout from prop? I can tell you tons of people in the Discord have. They have zero social presence. A lot of them don't even have an X account or a YouTube or, well, definitely not a YouTube. No Instagram, no X, nothing. They get payouts. So, lots of people. There's a lot of... the negative voices end up being the loudest ones in the room, unfortunately. And there's a lot of negative people in the trading space, let me tell you. Because it's so hard and people like to take that anger out on other people instead of their own trading. Trading is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. You think trading's ever going to be easy? You're wrong. Let's see here. I kind of want to just do this. Let's get some smooth jazz going. There it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. Ribs, I can tell you exactly what the market's going to do. It's going to go up, down, to the right. As long as it doesn't go to the left, I think we're okay. It would be nice to see if you get a payout from Apex. Yeah, sure. We'll try. Got this pesky personal account that keeps getting in the way. Tell you what. I mean, you don't like this music. I think you got mental problems. This music just gets you right in the mood to trade, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. All right, we're inside 2 minutes, almost 1 minute now. Kenny G, baby. Kenny, the original G. That he was. The original gangster. Market's gonna be wild here. See what happens. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Market looks a little bit heavy into this open here. Let's see how she goes. Bit heavy, but we're at this previous bottoming area of the market. This is the 90s Weather Channel, or Skinamax, either way. Here we go, 3 seconds. Good luck, everybody. The markets are open. We are pushing up. Let's gonna see what's gonna happen at 42. What's gonna happen at the magic green line? Do we break out? Do we continue to push? S&Ps are pushing. Nice music setup before I get rammed by NQ. That's not a great way to face the markets. Come on. Will the markets break out here? Is the question. We're gonna go for those highs again. Microsoft looks quite strong. Amazon, Google. Nvidia looks a little weak though. Tell you what. We're just holding up here. It hasn't broken yet, but we're just holding at that magical green line. On smooth jazz. Ripsy 0.7. Will it break out? That is the question. Looks like it wants to. Starting to get a little liquidity here to the north side. Nvidia's pumping and Meta is starting to drop. Not getting some confluence here. Google's coming back down as well. Oh, quite the choppy open here. Ribs, you are so funny, just a character. That's me. That's the guy we tune into every morning here. Can we go down? I don't know. Possibly. I don't know. That magical green line there. Looks like it wants to break out a little bit. It's starting to get a little rippy. It's gonna be interesting to see if we get above these 5920s in the S&P. I mean, it's going. It's starting to cap off towards these 60s now. Holy. It's starting to really break out here. Can it go for the highs that we were going for earlier? Can it get all the way up there? We are pulling back. See if we can retain this liquidity that we had above. Right now, going for those 60s again. 5920 is the juice level in the S&Ps. Looks like it's running out of steam a little bit, though. Break it out a little bit here. Holy. Just took out the highs. Holding that push would be an amazing feat of this market. So we just approached those highs up at the 70, pulled back, and we're going for it again. Bookmap is freezing up a little bit here. S&Ps are pulling back. Looks like the NQ might want a little bit more. If we can whip out and take out those 70s, I think we'll be approaching those 80s. So back at those 70s, a little bit of a push. Starting to blow out here. 75, a little bit of, oh my goodness gracious. Holy. We did hit those 80s. It's like he knew something. Holy. It's like the guy knew something. How about that? Going for that 95 level now? Oh my. All right, we got stopped out there. I think we could call this a trade, ladies and gentlemen. I think we could call that a trade. We're up $16,000 here on Smooth Ripsy 97.69. Let's go. I knew the saxophone would get us right. Sometimes you just gotta go balls to the walls, baby. Boy, and I thought this guy couldn't trade. My goodness. He is something else, I tell you what. What an open. Oh my gosh, 400s are trading? You are kidding me. That's wild. Oh, this is my jam, by the way. Again, where are these streamers that are doing this live for you, by the way? Where are those streamers out there that are trading a live account that has a balance of 650,000? Where are those folks? You know, there's who is it? It's not Ice Cube. Ice-T. Ice-T. There's somebody out there named Ice-T that loves to trade a paper account live. They'll post it after the fact, but boy, I tell you what, that ain't live, that's a paper account, silly goose. You silly gooses. You know, use your common sense, folks. We are pushing up still. Next line in the sand is going to be up there at the yearly open, 480. 21,480. You know, you could just swing it around sometimes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I agree. Sellers are trapped. I agree. Yeah, we did hit that magical 59.20. Another XFA on that push. Way to go there, Sebastian. That's what I love to see. You love to see it, don't you? You know I do. I mean, shots fired. It's shots that I can back up. You know what I mean? Shots that I can back up. I just know that there's nobody out there doing this. There's a guy in here last week. They're like, oh, he's going to show his broker statement. Not talking about me, of course, because I actually do show my broker statement. And lo and behold, they never showed a broker statement, but they're happy to show their paper trades nonstop. Paper trades nonstop. And they're like, oh, see, I told you. Well, you know, if you paper trade, you have an infinite number of executions. You can just clip the trades that worked, amigo. That's how that works. That's not live trading. That's just selective highlight reeling. There's nobody out there that's doing futures live like this, trading this big of an account. I'll tell you what. That's just the way she goes. If I just paper trade, dude, it would be so easy because you can just do whatever you want. Paper trading. People are asking who I'm talking about. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody's a fraud out there, aren't they? Nah. There's some good apples out there. There are some good apples out there, but there's very few of them. I'll tell you that. There's very few good apples out there. Most people are just full of it. Because I'll tell you what. Look at me, right? Look at me. Have a good look at me. No, I'm just saying, I can trade props, right? Here's the thing, though. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. When I trade my real live personal account, that's my money. And I get taxed at the 60-40 rate because the USA is beautiful. When I trade in prop accounts, I get $10.99 on those winnings. Not the same tax break that I get in my Percy, and also I have to go through a bunch of hoops to get payouts. Trade a Tradeify account for 20 days to get paid out $30,000. Now, $30,000 for most people out there is a lot of money. I'm trading an account where I just made $16,000 in 2 trades. I'm trading a bigger account. So that's where my focus is, right? As you can imagine. So if you have somebody out there who's like, I'm the greatest trader, I invented the algorithm. Well, why aren't you trading your own money if it's so easy? What are you doing spending all this time trying to prove to people? Just trade your own money. I don't have the time to prove it to you because I just do it live. You know what I mean? I just do it live for you. I just show you. I say, hey, look, you want me to prove that I can trade the market? I do it live in front of your face with real money, with no tricks or scams or anything. Look it. There it is. There's a real account. Edge Clear Live. There it is. Look at this. Ah, real money. Aha. It's live, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's live. If you were such a good trader, you could do this. You don't have to spend all day proving to people on Twitter by doing little highlight clips of you trading a paper account. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Boy, I hope there's no white van coming to abduct me. That would be scary. Where's Parsnips and Tickle Sticks? What were their names? Parsnips and Dingle Dong. I hope Parsnips and Dingle Dong don't kidnap me. They're gonna come kidnap me. Look, if I wanted to fake this, I would just trade a paper account and then I'd select highlight reels and be like, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Nah, dude, I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna make $16,000 trading in front of your face. In real time. In front of your face. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I swear, one of these days I'm just gonna stop. It was real nice just trading my own account with no nonsense. Yesterday, it was just a lovely, lovely day. So I can't make a promise that I'm gonna be around much longer. You know what I'm saying? I can't make a promise that I'm gonna be around much longer because there's just so many knuckleheads out there. And it's like, what's the point? What's really the point? You know? What's really the point? There's people like this. D. Michael DeVico. Let's focus on the chart. Dude, when you get your own show, you can go focus on whatever the you want. You're watching me, buddy. So we'll do whatever the I want to do, you right? You don't like it? Go off. Literally, go off. It's people like you that make me not ever want to do this, you You know what I mean? I'll focus on whatever the I want. I made 16 grand. You know how much freaking, I don't even know. What could you buy with 16 grand? You could probably buy at least 2 packs of gum from the gift shop with $16,000. You know what I mean? I am focused on the chart, believe it or not. I'm looking to see if there's a follow-up trade. It's inspiring, don't get me wrong, but we're still trading this session. Dude, you don't have to be here. You can close the stream. It's so simple. You're in control of that, believe it or not. You know, it takes a lot of courage to do this in front of people, too. It really does. It takes a lot of courage. That's why most people just don't do it. They choose to do the other route, which is just lying about it. And that's fine. God bless them. I knew this was going to be a choppy opening, but I still don't like a follow-up trade here yet. But it's costing us free. I agree. Rips, I'm really struggling to do well in trading. I'm trying to do order flow scalping, but I find just get into too many setups and don't have defined criteria because I keep making a narrative. And that's okay. You're going to find your way eventually. I was very much self-taught in all of my trading. By the way, we lost 200 of the people that were I swear to God, I found this over the weekend. There's this X account that was like literally like doing screen captures of my stream and like talking about it. Like these people just watch the stream hoping that I lose. It's so weird. I don't understand. Am I that bad? People hate me that much? What did I do? Oh, I know. I f***ed your mom. That's what it was. I don't know. I really don't understand. I don't understand the hate. I really don't. How do I stop DCAing into oblivion? Set yourself a contract limit size, a contract position size. As a professional hate on your loss. Who was it? Wait, who hated on? Now I gotta see this. I want to see this. Which professional? Out them. Let me know who it is. I gotta see this. Rage rips. I like that. Dude, believe it or not, I'm watching the charts. I just don't see anything I like. This is not a congruent short for me. There's too much liquidity at 59.10 in the ES. I don't like it yet. Not gonna out them because they didn't out you. They talked around it. Wait, which one was it about? The $70,000 loss? Which loss was it about? Well, they just took out 59.10 there in the S&Ps. We are now heading for VWAP. Yes, the 70K. The fact that somebody would even talk about it. You got to tell me who it was. Come on. The thing is, if anybody is going to poo-poo on that 70K loss, do you know why they're poo-pooing on it? Because they don't have $70,000 to lose. And that's the truth. That's the truth. They don't have $70,000 to lose, so it hurts them. And they go, well, if it was my account, I never would have lost that much. Well, here's the deal. I started that account with $100,000, which I already removed from the account, so I'm trading with pure profit. I'm trading the same market as those f***ing retards, so if they can't do it, well, what does that say about them? They don't have the $70,000 to lose. We're trading the same market, chief. That's the part of the pill that they hate to swallow. We're trading the exact same market every single day, and I started with $100,000 in that account January 21st of this year. The reason why they cry about that loss because they can't achieve it, and they don't have $70,000 to lose. You know how I had $70,000 to lose? I made it. I put on my boots, and I made it. And I made it. They're upset that they don't have $70,000 to lose. Dude, I have people DMing me. They're like, let me trade your account. Dude, we all trade the same market. You know, why didn't you make $16,000 this morning? Whoever talked about my $70,000 loss, you know, why didn't you make $16,000 this morning? You know why? Because you're a We're trading the same market, right? We're trading the same market. Not talking about you folks out there. I'm talking about these professional traders out there. These professional traders, these washed up pit traders who are on Twitter making these vague call outs. Why aren't you making $16,000 this morning? You know why? Because you're a and you suck at trading. That's the honest truth, you washed up pit trader. You old I'm assuming that's who it was that was talking about me. You washed up old pit trader. That's why you didn't make $16,000, because you're washed. The thing that you did back in the day is not the same thing that Papa Bear Rips is doing now. This is called real trading, chief. It's called real trading here. We're both trading. This is the best part about trading, by the way. Anybody wants to talk about it? These old washed up pit You're washed. You can't trade these markets because you suck. No, I'm not talking about Hogue. I love Hogue. Hogue's a great guy. Talking about these washed up pit traders on Twitter, and all they do is tweet all day. And then they run these groups that are like $250 a month to give the most vague trading advice. Because they'll be like, dude, 21,400 is interesting and 21,300 is interesting. Did you see it? Did you see it? They're washed. D. Christian says, you have become so lame, Rips. Where was the trader focused on charts and trading? Hey, dude, lick my balls. How about that? Hey, dude, suck on my balls. See you never again. Bye-bye. Suck my balls. See you never again. Go watch somebody who is washed up and who's going to coddle you and be like, we're all in this together. I've been trading for 30 years, but I still can't make a profitable year. We're all in this together. Oh, you're losing too? I've been doing this for 30 years. Oh, you're losing too? Let's get a hug. Go watch one of those f***ing retards. That's who you deserve. You don't like the tough love? Suck my f***ing balls. That's how I feel about it. Like I said, I'm probably not going to do this much longer because it's people like that. It's people like that. You want to go get coddled by some pit trader who is a washed up has-been? Those people only made money because they lied on their trading cards. You want to know the truth? They lied on their trading cards, and the clerks lied too, and they were all in it together. You know who they was the client. That's the secret they don't want to tell you. That's why they're all washed. A bunch of coked up retards in the pit. Hey, I got this at this price. They all lied on their cards. There's the secret. Sorry, I spoiled it for you. We are still coming down here, by the way. If this doesn't reject this previous 4-hour mid and it auctions back above into the 300s, I'm probably going to shut it down for the day. I do trade props. But like I said earlier, I like trading my own personal account because I can actually trade. So I like making money. Made over 300 grand last month. We're up like 30, 40 grand this month because we had that whole loss that took us out. There's a movie that reveals the truth about pit traders. Yeah, dude, they're all washed. They're all washed. If anybody's an old school pit trader that can't show you that they're doing well as an electronic trader, spoiler alert, they suck. That's why they spend all of their time tweeting on Twitter. That's what they do because that's all they have. Because if they could trade, they would trade. And if they could do it live, they'd do it live in front of your face and they'd show you just like I do. There's no excuses anymore. If I can do it, then why can't they? Do it exactly how I'm doing it. Prove me wrong. Tell you what, I'm going to put out $1 million wager for any of these old school pit traders. $1 million wager. Go ahead and show me that you're trading an account my size, that you're doing this live, and you're profitable. Do it. Watch how many of them take it. That many. They're all washed. They're all washed. Yeah, that did take out that 300 level. So again, I'll probably lock it up here. Ripping people to Kenny G is crazy word. I mean, dude, if somebody said they're talking about me, don't talk about me, dog. You don't want to catch these hands, and by hands I mean just dropping my nuts. That's what I meant to say. Dropping this, dropping that right there. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do. And we're coming back to those 300s. Yeah, I don't trust this. It's too whippy and whiny. We got 5,900 liquidity in the S&Ps. If we take that out, it could get very interesting. But yeah, no. All right, everybody. I'm locking up 16,000 in the profit. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Puts the account at 644,000 or 654,000. What am I saying? That 15K is going to come back on in 6 days. So we'll see that. When is that? The 20th. Or wait, was it the 20th or the 22nd? I got to log into my broker and see when does that actually come off. Ging, 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 ging. Boom, boom. Let's see. That comes off May 20th. May 20th, I will have that 15K that's missing and an extra $900 for those T-bills. So there you go. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm gonna lock up $16,000 right here. You saw it live. Whatever. Anyway, enjoy. I'm sorry you have to go watch these second-rate streamers now, but hey, such is life. Anyway, take care, everybody. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow, folks, at Discord. Don't go anywhere. Folks on YouTube and X, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.